But yeah, definitely check out Game 1 async against Floosh, Game 2 and 3, live reactions and everything are going to be going up live this week at some point, probably sooner rather than later. So if you want to rewatch Game 1 or Game 2, please, or Game 2 or Game 3, please do. If you want to watch Game 1, it's up, so you can actually check it out. Obviously, it was an async. I don't have his end of it. He might put it live, he might not. I don't know. All I know is it was about a 50-second win. That's what matters. For now, though, this is the seed that Dastar had planned for us, and we're going to see how nasty it is, because ZL start never makes me comfortable. Cool. Sounds fun. All right, here we go. What could have been? Going in 3, 2, 1. So this is the seed that I would have run against Floosh. And if this is long, like, whew. Okay, cool. 1, 8, 0. Oh my god, I wish I had had this. Cack to power at 180. What? Like, I almost went back child immediately. 180 cack to power. Wow. Like, this actually would have been much more in my favor. I'm actually cool with that. Like, I really feel like this would have been more in my favor than the one we played. Which is good. Like, I mean, I don't feel as bad. Like, if we had had some stupid long one that I feel like Floosh would have had the advantage on, and we didn't get to play that, I would have actually felt bad. It would have been one of those, like, look, I don't know how to feel. Like, obviously, I couldn't have known going in. It's not like any of this was planned or thought out. But at the same time, like, if Dastar's alarm's not going off is the reason I won, that's not how I want to get a win. That's not how I want it to go. So the fact that this already looks like a seed that's in my favor makes me feel a little bit better. Kill. Alright, don't have this massively overloaded Kakariko, because this Kak Path to Power I want to have be fairly cut and dry, just like one item. Bomb Bag to Megaton Hammer. That's a hint. That's a hint and a half. So I know I've got a Path Bomb Bag. I know it leads to Hammer, so that takes Dodongo's Cavern off the 0-step. And probably puts the 0-step in Ganon's. By the way, just gonna go ahead and say this. I loved watching myself on the restream. That's probably power right there. I loved watching myself on the restream, but at the same time, it felt really awkward. Because there were a lot of times, oh, Hollow's doing this, Hollow's doing that. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. God, I wish I could come on my own restream sometimes, because, man, they don't always get it right, let me tell you. I'll take that. Okay, so this is going to be a river play straight into the bottom of the well. I've really started pushing this hyper-aggressive early. Trying to lock in the pieces quick. Not because I don't think I'm going to finish, but because I'm getting to the point where I feel like locking them in quick. Yeah. Right? Half the comments I made, no, he's not. It was nice having Oak on for the first game, because I feel like Oak has been checking me out enough that he actually knows some of my thought process on these. So he was able to say, no, I don't think he is. And, like, they know enough about me to meme on me, which is cool. Okay, I like the fact that I have got such a defined playstyle that they're able to meme on me about it. Because honestly, if I keep winning, that defined playstyle is going to be something that other people are going to start watching and trying to learn from, which is honestly just the coolest thing in the world to me. Hey, Kyrie! Was awesome. I watched the full restream for you on comms. Was super sick. Thank you so much for being there. We're not going to trust this, but we're going to try and get the quick one on it. I mean, yeah, it's a defined playstyle, okay? Yeah, I didn't get the quick one, whatever. I'm not too worried. So what this seed is, Kyrie... this is the seed Dastar had rolled for us, for me and Flush for game 1, but Dastar, like, slept through his alarm. Like, his alarms didn't go off. So, Ela and Baseball had to, like, scramble to get a seed together and threw it at us for my async on Wednesday. Dastar ended up messaging me, CL Wanderer's wallet, excuse me? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. you can get off this. I don't like it. Zora's Fountain is foolish. Okay, that I can get behind. Okay, cool. But this is the seed that Dastar had originally rolled for us. He had saved and ready to go for the async that just didn't get to be. And after talking to him on Saturday during Nath's restream, I figured... He sent it over to me and I'm like, yeah, I'll run this at some point. Hell... you should know that laugh by now, Zion, and what that laugh means. Yeah, baby. Never buy a shield. Have a good night. You mad? You sound a little mad there. Why are you so mad? And then we have ZL to a Wanderer's wallet. And that's the weird one, is the Wanderer's wallet. I'm not even gonna lie, Sign, I had a hard time playing for like 5 minutes because I was laughing so hard I was crying. I was laughing so hard at your reaction. I was legitimately crying. No. Like 300, but who's counting? Zion lost it in my chat when I found the shield in Zora's Fountain. PK. He's never punished. Why is he never punished? PK trying to defend it a little bit. No, he got punished. Did you see how that Zora skip, or that weep skip fell? I'm like, it wasn't bad. It took me like... So the first try on the weep skip was me realizing, oh, I didn't check the hint. Shoot. Let's actually check that hint. The second one was a failed weep skip. The third one was fine. So I count that as the second try. Ocarina of Time is Sun Song. Okay. I've lose to probability plenty often. Do you have any idea how many times I've gone for stupid plays and got bit by probability? Like, honestly. And that's when probability's in my favor. It still bites me. What's the probability that both path items that aren't hinted are in Lon Lon? Not the song. The two items in Lon Lon are the two unhinted path items. You know I don't do Lon Lon. You know I'm never going to do Lon Lon unless I'm told to do Lon Lon. And yet here we are. Of course I didn't do it. I never do Lon Lon. Why would I do Lon Lon? No. God. Always skip Graveyard, always skip Lon Lon. Fire Temple to Wisdom. Oh boy, who's surprised about that? Got a friggin' unlock hint. Bomb bag unlocks Din's. I hate you two. I'll take the potion. No, that's just it. It doesn't kill me often. No, God, I'm awful. God, no, I'm absolute trash, okay? Like, I couldn't qualify for Challenge Cup for crying out loud. This is what I was telling Flush. I'm like, if it comes down to a race of execution where we have to do, like, OOT or Burning Kakariko, and it gets pretty easily defined to us early, like, oh, Din's is path, but I have fire arrows. Nocturne's on BK. I'm done. I've lost this race. It's over. And I know it, because honestly, like, top 64 runner does this in his sleep, crushes me on that kind of seed. I need seeds like this one, like the one that I won, if I'm gonna be able to beat him. But that's just it. Like, I crush them at seeds like that, and I know it because I play so vastly different. Like, everyone is still in this, like, full clear everything mindset from standard, league, everything, where you just go places and clear things. And that, like, on 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 blitz seeds, that doesn't do it. Like, you can do that, and you're still going to win. He beat me game 2, obviously. It still is going to be able to win. But I'm going to tell you right now, like, Ooh, Storm's Gerudo's lettered... Oh. Ooh. Hold up. Back it up, rewind. That's actually a huge hint there. Storm's Gerudo's is actually, like, a monstrously huge hint for me. Okay, so that's my actual last unlock. Market Wanderer. Hold up. Bottom level of wisdom. Okay. Market Wanderer? Okay, so... That's a weird one. That's not what I was expecting there. We're gonna go back and get Richard out of the way really quick. Man, I tell you, like, Triforce Blitz, it does help your logic reading. The problem is at this, like, where I'm at in Triforce Blitz, I feel like I'm being forced into positions where I have to make assumptions and calls and guesses on things. Like, full honesty, I skipped Lon Lon in that game too, 100% on the assumption, okay, so it's Saria Song and Lon Lon, because Minuet is OOT. Saria Song is pointing me to Adult Sacred Forest Meadow, and that is exactly where I'm walking right now. There's no thought, there's no nothing, I'm going there. Okay, so I literally did this for that, and that was nothing. Cool. And if I was wrong, like, that is such a time sink to be wrong on. Because for all I know, it was hook shot in Lon Lon Ranch, and then Epona's on Child Sacred Forest Meadow, and it could have been pointing to GTG for that. Power 3-step. And, like, I made the call, and yeah, I was right. But I feel like for other formats... getting to the point where you're reading the logic to make guesses like that is detrimental, not helpful. Five and 2 is really good, man. I've got 4 games left. One of them is against Zion right here in a week. A week from today, I'm doing one against Zion. I'm 1 in 5, okay? Like, I am not the kind of person to learn a lot of stuff from, but I want to be the kind of person that you can learn a blitz playstyle from. And I understand that I make a lot of decisions that don't make sense sometimes. And that's why I talk so much when I'm doing races like this that have... Like, I'm not racing anyone. There's absolutely nothing going on with this. I'm going to table talk the hell out of this because I want to get to the point where people want to come and watch me do blitz because it's informative. So I remember looking at yours, Kyrie, and you were one of the people we looked at as potential Div 7s, and it came down... We had 1 Div 7 slot left and, like, 3 people we were discussing between, and we ended up pushing it to Okishi over you because Okishi has a lot more race time races under his belt. And he has been grinding like crazy for the past few months, playing so much. And, like, your results weren't bad by any stretch. It's just you didn't have as much recently. Because I remember very clearly the, like, 3 people we were discussing between. To be fair, Zabi was pushing, I believe, for you or someone else to go up. I don't remember who. And that's because he didn't want Oak to get crushed. And Oak is crushing. I don't think it's not as bad as some people. Have you been watching PK Zine? Like, Good lord, man. I didn't think he was overplaced by any stretch, but I didn't think he was underplaced, but he's proving me wrong on that one. Yes, I am. Dude, no joke. Right? Dude, Oak is so much better than, like, I gave him credit for to begin with, and I think he's much better than Zavi gave him credit for, because Zavi was scared that it was going to break his confidence getting pushed into 7 and then just failing. And he has just been doing just insanely good. There's a piece here. That's probably going to be... am I going to say that's going to be the hammer? Or is that going to be the Rudos? I do have bottom of the wall of wisdom. I need to mark that down before I forget. It could be... Like, I honestly think that's going to be the hammer there. Bomb locked. And then up Fire Temple's going to be Rudos. Honestly, I've already accomplished my goal at the moment. Okay, so it is just Rudos here. That's fine. Question is it Jabu or is it Ice? And you know what? I think... yeah, we're just going to dip. I don't think there's anything else bottom of the well. I think I've picked up everything I need down here. Peace. Rudos that I knew was Path. I kind of want to go turn that Rudos in, but I don't have any weight to at the moment. But no, I've already well over accomplished my goal. I wanted to make brackets for Blitz. That's all I really wanted. And to be sitting at #1 seed after the qualifier when I don't feel like I deserved it, like, full honesty, I'm having the worst case of imposter syndrome. I don't feel like I deserve to be in the semifinals at all among friggin' Nath, who was winner of Wanderer's bracket last year. Ramond, or Alexis, which is winner of Challenge Cup or runner-up last year, and either Sponge, like, top 4 runner, and Blueshon. Like, Blueshon is the only one that is, like, a wild card question mark, but, like, this is another Blitz main that has been pushing Blitz crazy hard and just doing fantastic on it. So, like, I understand Blueshon being up here. But, this, like, Blueshon is the biggest question mark of the last 6 of us left. If he takes down Sponge, that's going to be so cool. Shut up, Zion. So I've got 2 days left to sign up for mixed pools, and right now that's where I'm on the fence. I don't know if I'm signing up for mixed pools or not. Should I be going this way here? Like, I need to go up DMT looking for something here. That's what I'm really going for. Yeah, no, I need to carry that over to Multi-World, I know. But no, I've got 2 days left to sign up for mixed pools. I'm debating if I'm going to or not. Because if I win again, like if I can beat Sponge or Blueshon and put myself into the finals, mixed pools is going to cut right into when I'm running finals. And that's something I'm like, I don't need to spread myself that thin when I actually, like, if I make finals and I have a chance of winning this, I don't want to spread myself that thin. Like, this is a super aggressive play for the Song of Storms right here, and I know it. Dude, mixed pools is wild. I did it last year, and Flush was actually my round 1 opponent, so this was like a huge redemption fight for me. Like, I really wanted to take him down just because round 1 against him last year was rough. I want to do mixed pools, but I don't think I can manage it, is what it comes down to. I really, like, if I had lost today, I was signing up for mixed pools in a heartbeat. Done and dusted, we're going mixed pools. DMT is... Don't pay me out for this. Okay. I was going to say, don't pay me out for that. That's not how I want to get paid out, is walking up here catching a DMT Wanderer like that. Okay. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take this bottle, we're going to take the ZL, and we're going to go Ice Cavern. Because, the match between me and Flush? That's cool. That's actually hilarious. I remember that match so insanely clear because it had the worst case of Temple of Time logic ever. The only child access to Temple of Time was to take the owl at the top of DMT, which dropped you in the market bridge right here. If you headed towards market, it was just a fairy fountain. If you walked into the house, it was Temple of Time, but if you walked out the front gate, it was the adult shooting gallery and you one-wayed yourself. Both Flush and I went into the house before going through the gate, and everyone said that that was an incorrect... Why am I going up here? I'm going for Ice Kevin. I'm talking too much. Everyone said that was an incorrect decision because you always take gate if you have time of day, because it's closed if you ever come there at night. And both of us had time of day to go through gate, so it's one of those, like, you always go through the gate because if you have to make it back there and it's night, you can't do anything else. And we both went house and got Temple of Time and got to go, but it was like hour 30 in for me to find Temple of Time. Very new to Zooter in general, started playing in November. Dude, I mean, for only playing, like, for only being into Zooter for, what, a year and a half, you're already on comms and doing really well, man? That's fantastic. Honestly, that is really cool. So, like, don't look back from that. Okay? I'm gonna try this one more time, just because I'm going up anyway. I want to get better at this. I think Ramon do this. You take the step forward. You only get like a second to align yourself before you get shot. And it doesn't require like a shield turn or anything. It's just one of those things like, I want to practice that exactly. And Zion, I know I've got your jump, like where I can go up the side and do everything like that. But watching Ramon, or I'm pretty sure it was either Ramon or Alexis or someone do that jump, literally walking up, jumping. You wait a second for the shot to come, take a step forward, left turn, and yeet. And he did it like he's done it 100,000 times, and it was perfect. I'm not doing it for the swag necessarily. I'm doing it because I'm so comfortable with my routing upriver that I want to have it right there. Don't mistake, if I were in a tournament, I'd be doing it with your strat when I needed to get that. But I'm not. I'm in practice right now, and it's not an important item. It's literally just like, I mean, that could be something, I guess. But I doubt it's anything important. Oh, one of your season 6 quals had your bomb bag right there, locked the whole seed. Yeah, no, that check is cool. I like that check a lot in Blitz, just because it's such a logic breaker that sometimes I can't tell you how many times I've had like scale path to bomb, scale path to hook, things like that, and it's for river, lower or upper river, and it's just like, oh, that's so disgusting. I almost did it again. Don't forget the hint. That was such an important hint. So cool. Love it. Okay. Into the corner, left, back, back. Someone mentioned that I'm using the same setup they do for Weep Skip, but I don't have a shield, and that's correct, because I when I say I'm dedicated to this, I never buy a shield. I'm not joking. Like, I've taught myself all these setups without it. That was you? Okay. I couldn't tell if it was you or Oak. I've taught myself a lot of these setups without it. This one is one of the rougher ones. Don't do that setup. Yeah, no. Don't do this setup. It's this. You do essentially a right shield turn, but you can't walk. Then you do one step, two. Nah, I took 3. You do 2. Like, you watch Link take 2 steps forward. And you want to watch his right foot move twice. And that's the setup. Like, no step. 1. Okay. I thought he might have moved on the first one. I didn't let my camera readjust. This is one that I sat there and I took so long getting used to this one. It's still not perfect because it is normally with a shield. There, 2 steps forward, and then the lineup, instead of being, you have to align slightly further to the left on the jump here, because right there's normally where I align. This is probably not gonna work. Oh, nope, got it, perfect. Yep, that's the one I know. That's the one I learned originally, Kyrie, and then when I started dedicating to this whole I'm never gonna buy a shield, I started teaching myself like fire strength skip, shieldless. Yes, I know, Source Fountain's foolish. Do you want to know the best part about that is, Zine? I have a shield. I could have very easily put the shield on and done it that way, but I chose not to because it trolls you a little bit. Just a bit, okay? Okay, I already knew that too. But anyway, okay, I wanted to make sure that wasn't something silly like a Bigron sword, because foolish Bigron swords are always still good as Bigron swords. But like the thing is, and one of the things that helps you understand is I've got this massive sunk cost fallacy when it comes to being shieldless. I'm not doing it for memes. There's a little part of me that does it for memes. Okay, I'll like level with you on that one. But the whole reason I do it isn't directly for memes. The whole reason I do it is because I've spent so much time developing strats with shieldless that it feels like I'm gonna just all that time's gonna be wasted. And the problem is, I'm gonna have to sink that much time back into learning to do these things shielded. Like, I fight Stalfos at about the same rate, shielded or shieldless. I've gotten so comfortable with their attack patterns in GTG and such that the first one should be a kill with... you get into a certain... So you start off going to the left, you get a certain distance away and he initiates a jump slash, and if you initiate one at roughly the same time, the sand sinking causes you to hit the ground faster and execute your jump slash sooner, and you catch his feet with the jump slash once. At which point, he's set up to be in a recoil state, and you can catch him with a second one pretty quick after, because he's going to go for a backflip, and then just a simple poke is going to get the kill. The whole time you have him Z-targeted, so the other one never initiates combat against you, so you're not randomly going to get smacked in the back of the head while trying to crouch stab. And then the second one, like, the same way people have gotten used to dead hand by hand movements or something like that, I think is what you said, Zine, is he'll move his hand in a certain way, and that's when you know to jump slash him to get the quick kill. I do the same thing with Stalfos for the most part. And I've done all that shieldless. And it's not that I couldn't get better with a shield than I am shieldless. It's I've spent so much time memorizing all of this, and I don't want it to go to waste. And at this point, I love the fact that it's kind of become like the talking point of my restreams. Like, no, I watched him do an entire almost 2-hour seed completely shieldless. So it's a little bit for the memes. It really is. But it's also, like, I've spent so long getting used to it. I mean, is it winning, Zine? Am I winning, Zine? If I'm winning... And, like, I mean... I played the 5th. I'm sorry, who's in semis here, Zine? Who's in semis for Blitz here? Obviously it ain't broke. Because if it's broke, then everyone has a bigger problem. If this is broke and everyone's losing to it, everyone else has the problem, not me. It's like saying I lost the Daytona to 500 to a car that only had 3 wheels. I mean... like, you might be right. It might be broken, but that says a lot more about the fact you lost to a 3-wheeled car than it does about the fact that the 3-wheeled car won. My timing's all off. No, I'm not playing with you. Okay. There's got to be, like... There we go. Much better. Now I slid too much on this, because you can't slide on this, and that's the problem I'm having right now. There, no slides, perfect. So that one, you line up along the white, and you have to do 2 backflips, and you can't, like, you have like a 1 or 2 frame window where you can slide, and it doesn't mess you up. If you slide more than a frame or 2, you're too far back, you're not at the right angle, and you're not going to get it. This one's super easy. I say that and mess it up. I rolled too early. You want to roll in the top 9th, because it's divided into a 3x3, and you want to roll in the top left corner, essentially. You want to just line up straight, go forward, roll when you're in that top left corner, and you should make the jump. This is Elo's strat. I like it a lot, because it's easier than the glitchless jump for this particular one. Of course, I'm paying more attention to talking than I am to running. There. Okay, you know that one? Good. The third one is one that I see like 3 different ways of doing. I prefer mine, and it's the reason I always saved this rupee for last, is because the same way that in Spirit Temple, as a child, you go for the cutscene skip against the lower guy, you do a cutscene skip right here and let go of the ledge, and it sets you up at the right angle. You can just re-jump and re-let go, but this is the right angle, and you just need to, like, as soon as you hit the ground, you need to start moving. And this one lets you lock in the angle better, I think. But if you go too early, you'll start running instead. If you go too late, like, I went too early. If you go too late, you just kind of short hop and it doesn't do anything. Yeah. Oh, come on. Fine, I'll go reset it up. You happy? Sometimes I feel like the angle's off. I like the ones that sit there, like, Red rolls around like he's having an aneurysm. He just rolls, and he's back in position. I'm like, I understand what you're doing, but it just seems like a headache. I hate when that happens. God, I hate that one. That I don't understand why sometimes he gets the grab and then just, nope, I'm gonna let go. What? Why? There's the angle. And in the race, I just did a bomb jump here instead because I got tired of, like, I missed the jump twice. I'm like, okay, forget it. I'll just bomb jump. It's faster than make myself look dumb. Thank you, finally. A lot of times I come through here and just first try, but of course I'm going to make myself look really bad while I'm on Restream today because that's what I do. Well, I'm not on Restream, but you know what I mean. I'm going to make myself look bad on stream today because that's what we do. Oh, we have power. We need to mark that down. Zero Step, I'm just betting on it being in Ganon's. Path Bomb Bag, like, there's almost no way it's in Dodongo's Cavern. I'm probably going to do Dodongo's specifically for Ganon's access, because it's just easier. Wow. So are we saying the Ruto's Letter Path is for Jabu, or is it for the song? It's for the song. Okay, cool. I needed to do this anyway, then, is what it's telling me. That's, I mean, I can live with that. That's not awful. We got Prelude here. Where is this bomb bag gonna be is the question. OGC is... Oh boy, OGC is foolish. Who's surprised by that? Am I looking at like a GV or Lake bomb bag? You can hear Ranu out there yelling at Pearl, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Like, that's just it. Like, I'm in such a bad position right now because this seed has gotten really bottlenecked without the hints I need to tell me where to go. So what I'm thinking is I missed a hint at HC 1 or 2 that was open, or it's going to be Open Grotto / Lake is telling me where to go. Because this is something I didn't learn until like 6 months ago or something like that, even though I've been running for like 3 years, is that there's actually actual logic to the hints. See, y'all meme on me on Restream, but y'all got nothing on what everyone says in my chat. Like, good God, man. Zine, come on. Give me a little credit, please. I didn't know there was actual logic to the hints for a long time. Where, like, if Bomb Bag is Path, both hints telling you that aren't going to be locked behind bombs. I didn't know that for a long time. I finally got told, like, if Ruto's letter is in X location and is hinted in X location, like, if you have, like, just Blitz, for example, if you had Ruto's letter in bottom of the well, yeah, both hints for that aren't going to be at Zora's Fountain. One of them is going to be accessible. Yeah, that's how I had it. Like, I had that explained to me at one point because I didn't understand what was going on when someone found a hint. I'm like, how did you know that was going to be there? Well, because it couldn't be here, here, or here. Why? Well, I mean, one of the copies could, but at least one of the copies had to be available. Really? That's why I'm less concerned with checking, like, Cow Grotto ever. Because how often is Cow Grotto actually in logic before you're in go mode? Never. Really. That's why I put such a focus on hitting HC3 when I've got bombs and storms early, because that can be a really crucial hint that's actually super early in hint logic. Like, watching other people, I don't see anyone else in Blitz ever doing HC3. Like, I'll watch them, Storms and Bombs, head up and do HC1 and 2, and then just dip. I'm like, go do HC3. DMC Wander. DMT, DMC. How many Wanderers am I going to get? Yeah, right? Have fun with that. Yeah, hints pertaining to a certain item's location aren't going to be locked exclusively behind that item. Like, Hylia's on the path of wisdom. I hate you so much! I knew it was going to be here! Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I knew it was going to be here. Like I even said, it's going to be Lake Hylia. But that's why you see me push a lot of these Sphere Zero hints, like Lake. Like, I love starting with or finding Serenade early because it lets me do, like, a time of day save quit. Graveyard. God damn it. Just desk. Fuck it. Ah! Okay, so I'm glad this was not my qualifier, because this was not my qualifier. So I know Ice Cavern's going to be path because of Nocturne. Because I know it's in shadow with the Din's Fire path. But yeah, no, that's why you see me pushing a lot of random Sphere Zero hints. Because a lot of the times, like, if you have a really strangely bottlenecked seed like this one, the Sphere Zero hints are going to tell you where to go. Like, right now, I'm hardcore being bottlenecked by this bomb bag. I hate you too. I haven't talked about wanting that. And, like, the Graveyard Path could potentially be Din's Fire plus Magic for Composer's Grave. I'll be fully honest, there is a realistic world where that is the Graveyard Path is Composer's Grave. Because I have a Bomb Bag to Din's Fire unlock. Like, and if I find nothing else here, I'll consider it. Yeah, no. I would have gotten crushed this seed, though. So, thank you, Dastar, for not having your alarms go off. This is a Let's Crush Hollow seed. Dude, like I said, I've got my Game 1 async up. You want to check out some epic fail? Check out some epic fail, okay? I don't see how I won that one. I mean, I'm doing Dompe Race in Adult 2 at 37 minutes, okay? I do Dompe Race when I'm path hinted here, and I've got no better reason not to. And see, no, it's the hovers. It's 100% the hovers. Like Hylia Child. Because it's child. Oh yeah, I can't warp here. Duh. I always forget that. I don't know why I always forget I can't warp here. Okay, so it's hovers, it's bombs unlock Dins. Where does bombs unlock Dins? Bomb unlocks Dins up Fire Temple. Where's bombs is just at like Hylia. It's child fishing is first bomb bag, which sucks. Like that is one of the worst possible locations. So we've got hovers. Also, just as a heads up, if you ever have me on Restream and you want to have a little insight, I mark my assumed paths in the second slot. Like, if I'm guessing where things are, I'm going to mark them in the second slot, like, every time, so you can get an insight into what I'm thinking I'm looking at. So if you're ever watching me on Restream and you want to cheat sheet into Hollow, I do this a lot. That's a big round sword. Well, I figure for Kyrie, like, you've been commenting on me. Yes, I play on PJ64. You've been commenting on me quite a bit, and especially with, like, semis and finals coming up, and I'm gonna be aiming to get myself restreamed on those. Thank you, Ela. Dude, PB Blitz for me, a sub 30 Blitz, dude. I needed that kind of seed if I was gonna beat Floosh, though. I'm aiming to make sure mine are. I'm aiming to get them at times that work for everyone. They're gonna be good for Restream. Like, I want to be on Restream, and I'm sitting here trying to give Kyrie a cheat sheet into the way I think, so that on Restream, Kyrie can look, like, especially like, oh, I know what's going on. Like, yeah, just watch my stream personally as well, and watch what I put on my tracker, because it'll tell you exactly what I'm thinking. Because I really do, like, outright display exactly what I'm thinking most of the time on that. Okay. So I played on RetroArch for a bit, and I had slight issues with it. It froze occasionally. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't consistent for me. I tried BizHawk. Never again. I can't track on BizHawk, because if I click off of BizHawk, like 1 in 10, it just freezes. It's the worst. I literally can't play BizHawk. It's fine. I've tried Dolphin. I'm not a big fan of Dolphin. It's not bad. PK, I've tried the setting. When I say 1 in 10 it freezes, I mean like 1 in 10 it just hard locks. Yeah, no, not like a gentle little like, oh, it was a little, no, like hardcore lock. The RA issues weren't a big deal. It was just occasional issues, and they were small, but it was enough that like I was still just getting into rando. And I'm like, I'll try something else just because. And PJ64 literally has never given me a problem. Like, the only problem I have with PJ64 is the sensitivity is really irritating. Like, I watch other people who are able to sit there and just track their aim really well while I'm sitting here like, I hate it. But that's fine. I live with it. I understand. It's not a huge deal. I have a Wii. I just haven't wanted to do that because I understand what goes into it, and I just haven't. Not to mention the fact that I've got my full setup to be running on PC, and having to like capture card it in is not something I'm really excited for. Huh, crashing your PC whenever you closed it? Like, that's scary. I don't know. Just not something I've wanted to do. Okay, so I know hammer's required, bombs lock, hammer, blah, 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 that's fine. I'm literally doing, like, a pretty hard hint run here, because now I've got 5 of my total paths to wisdom. The only things I'm missing are the Din's Fire in Fire Temple. Yes, I know that's where it is, just deal with it. And the reason it's bomb locked is it's not because bombs lock hammer, it's because bombs lock a key and fire. We're gonna go into Dodongos really quick. Actually, I even said I was gonna go into Dodongos to clear it because I need my Ganon's castle access, so we're gonna get Ganon's castle access really quick. Because that's where the 0 is. Like, there's nowhere else that 0 makes sense. If it's not the first 2 checks of fire, like, I mean, if it's not the first 2 checks here, I could see the first 2 checks of fire maybe, and I could, like, there are a few other places it could be, but this is just, like, Ganon screams 0 to me right now. But I fully admit I got really lucky finding the 0 in the seed against Floosh, but, like, afterwards, it's like, well, you go Dodongos because it makes sense, and then you go Ganon's because it makes sense. It's like, you know, you're not wrong. So I guess it's not lucky necessarily, it was just, you know, lucky I didn't have to go as deep, I guess. It's a better way to put it. Because this could be a piece here of strength locked. I'm gonna shut my mouth about strength locking that, because not exactly what I want to think anymore. I messed that up in game 2, and I'm mad at myself for messing it up in, or game 3. Game 2 on restream, game 3 overall. Man, I was so close on that game 1 too. Like, so the whole reason I killed Phantom Ganon is because I was convinced. Don't feel dumb. Learning is half of the game. Bite me, PK. I could hear that fuck you from Minnesota. Yeah, you better be able to. Do I need to turn it up for you next time? I can turn it up louder. Don't feel dumb about that, though. There's... I encourage you wholeheartedly. Zion, I've been talking you and PK up in League Org like mad because it's like, look at this. Like, we did pretty good on the divisions. Everyone looks like they're doing really well. I'm like, yeah, except for PK and Zion crushing their divisions. Like, unfair level crushing. Like, what's your record right now, PK? What's your record? What's your record? We'll talk about if it's unfair level when you tell me your record. So there are a few items that I am, like, massively uninclined to believe are path, ever. Like, I will always go looking somewhere else rather than looking for a slingshot or a bow path. I never believe slingshot or bow or path. That was really dumb. I just jumped off and that's not going to blow up. Yep, that was dumb. Because I'm sitting here talking about everything instead of paying attention to my game. Because I'm dumb like that. Don't worry, this is why I don't talk on Restream very much. Because I do things like that when I'm talking and having a good time. It could have been a 2-step if it was K-Sword and Slingshot. You're absolutely right. But bows and slingshots, I will never. Shut up, Zine. I did tell you fuck you today. Admittedly, I was also... I don't even need to jump up here. I was also half mad at the seed because the seed gave me the Graveyard Foolish hint after full-on baiting me into doing Graveyard by giving me Suns and ZL immediately. Like, you give me Suns, you give me ZL. This is literally one of the only 2 conditions I'll do Graveyard in Adult 1. That's why I was so mad getting that ZL Zine. Dude, it's because I killed the early game on that seed. I'm so mad at myself for throwing it. So what I was saying, the reason I did Phantom Ganon in that seed is because I was scared it was falling ceiling. I can't do 3-key forest. I've tried. I have tried so hard to learn 3-key forest, and I'm not good at it. And I understand that, and that's okay. I don't have to be good at it. but I don't know 3-key forest. And I just have the same way Jax is always saying there's always a hook shot in bottom of the well. It is always falling ceiling. I did Phantom Ganon prepping for if he had a key, if he had the Iron Boots, because I was pretty sure it was Iron Boots and Forest Temple at that point. And I'm just like, well, I've got to do it. Like, I have to do Phantom Ganon. By the way, Kyrie, you want a little joke? You want to in on a joke? Because I think you're going to find this funny. Iron Boots were indeed in Forest Temple. So was Longshot on Blue Po, and that was also Path. I looked at the spoiler log after, and actually looked through it. The Longshot was also Path because the key on the boss key chest was required to get to Dark Link. No, I'm completely serious. Blue Po had Longshot. Yep. Yep. So this was one of those rare seeds where Wisdom only had 2 hints. Both of them were dungeons, because one was Ice Cavern, one was Forest, but there were still more dungeon hintables. I did it on my second try, PK, and you can say it was my third or fourth try. The first try, I actually intentionally abandoned because I forgot to grab the hint, and since I hadn't moved KZ, I wasn't going to be able to go back and get that hint. And that was the Foolish Graveyard hint, by the way. So, I'm mad that I did it. But we're gonna move past that, okay? I got it on the third try after failing it on this, after intentionally failing the first try. Oh, you didn't count the first one. I don't remember. I swear it was third try, but hey. Hey, guess what? Was still faster than farming 80 rupees and buying a shield. Was still faster than farming 80 rupees to buy a shield. Okay? Just gonna throw that out there. And then immediately finding a shield. I hear Zine speaking words, but I don't like them, so I'm going to choose to ignore them. Yours. Alright. Let's actually pay attention to what I'm doing rather than just doing things for the sake of it. Here. Throw. Wait right here. Hello. I'll orphan your Rudos again. Sound fair? Bet. Alright. Never speaking to Anju again. Well, as it stands, I don't think Reap is doing multi-world again. He might. If he does, then, I mean, we gotta keep Stone Shadow Patrol alive. Nah. I need someone to carry me, Zine. I need someone who can carry me, because I can't carry myself. You ain't getting kicked off. I need a carry here. Oh, the other funny thing in that seed earlier. I figured this is going to get another laugh. There was a sometimes hint that I don't think either Floosh or I got in the third seed. And it was, Goron City Hammer unlocks the hammer. That chest right there was the hammer in the third seed. I saw the sometimes hint for it when I was going through the spoiler log and I just chuckled. But that's just it. You do it so much better than I do. Yep, so it was strength 2 lock for hammer. Like, you do what you're told, but you do it so much better than I do. Like, leaps and bounds. I can read the logic all day long. I got this. I got it covered. Don't worry. I can't do the run. Like, I'm not as good at the running. DMC is Wanderer. I don't like that. You can take that back, please. That's not the item I was hoping to find here in this Wanderer location. It's not the worst. It's not Loot Zelda. It's not, like, screaming. It's just, you know, fairy laughing. It's not completely cursed, just mostly, okay? Mostly. Okay, so I'm gonna need to farm up bombs right here, which sucks. It sucks until the game gives me 2 bomb drops right out the gate. I know DMC is Wanderer. Why is it all the areas I hate? Like, this seed is literally designed to curse Hollow. It feels pretty Wanderer to me. Oh, so you never needed that hammer. Is she being a shit? Yes. I'm sorry. No. We're time skipping here. Okay, so that was that one. I swear to God, if there's not anything here, I swear I saw a DMT. No, I did see DMT. It was in the friggin'... It was in the Storm's Grotto. I saw a DMT Wanderer. I know I did. And if it's not here, that means it's Bigron that has my Wanderer item, and I hate him for it. That's the ZL locked wallet. That's the Wanderer up here. That's good. Dude, I love beatable only logic. It's so fun. OGC is foolish. Where do we go from here is the question. Without the hammer, I don't want to go into fire. Oh, it's Lost Woods bomb locked. Okay, so hammer's in Lost Woods. That's what it is. So I have every path. Oh, god damn it, I have every path. Shit. It's Wanderer magic. Shit. I have every path. I mean, I might attempt that. Well, I got Lost Woods to Wisdom. I got that hint. Right? And I know with Din's, Hovers, everything else, that it's Shadow, which means Ice is going to be Path. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and ZL makes 8. Because Storm's locked. Rudo's, that's the hammer right there. That's actually pretty early and easy to get to. Graveyard to Wisdom. I don't care about that. Okay, you already hurt me. Do I farm up the rupees, or do I just suck it up and know that I can do this on 4 hearts? I suck it up and know that I can do this on 4 hearts. The only part that's going to be really difficult is Volvagia is a real jerk to deal with on 4 hearts. So I really hope I don't have to kill him. I can, but I really don't want to because I've got a bottle. Like, I've got an open bottle. I can kill him on 4 hearts. Not down for that. Or else you riot. I'm not scared of you. You can riot all you want. I'm not scared of you. Need to put a bottle on instead of the bombs right now. I'm not scared of you. We've been over this. No. Intentional death. It's Wanderer magic, though. That really sucks. We'll finally put the shield on, I guess. In tournament, I was like equipping that the second I got it. This, I'm trying... Why did that button get hit? I did not hit that button. That sucks. I just let the fairy go after grabbing it because I apparently went to hit B and hit right on my C stick or left on my C stick instead. That's why you put the fairies away after you get them, isn't it? If there's no key here, I'm in a lot of trouble. If there's no key here. Nope, it doesn't. Sanji, hands down. Asking the real questions out here, aren't we? Wait, it's jump slash, sword, hammer. And for the question no one asked, probably my favorite character in general. You might not know it. It's fine. It's from my favorite anime, favorite character in that, just generally like, yeah. Best character. Give me a key. I was gonna say give me a key or I give you death, okay? If you don't give me a key, it means A, I might need to kill Lavagia, and B, it's probably highest Goron. And I don't like either of those answers. Those are all the wrong answers on the spelling bee here, okay? So put them away. Massive points to anyone who does know it, because, honestly, I understand it's not as well known. And that's okay. Get the heart? Fine, be stingy. You did. You did. I don't want to give it away, though. There might be other people who want to play the guessing game, or people who are like, oh, I know who that is, and feel special. And if I tell you, and I tell everyone, then it's not special anymore. Heart piece. Heart container. Bombs. Had to try. Okay, so I know I can't do this on 3 1/4 heart. I can do this run on 3 1/4, no problem. As long as I don't screw it up by missing it. May have screwed it up. Don't think I did, though. One name close. One name close. And see, that's the key. Like I said, I'm going to be bomb locked in advancing in Fire Temple. I can't make this on 3 hearts, though, I'm pretty sure. 3 1/4? Yeah, no, I can't make it on 3 1/4, so we're going to have to save, quit, go grab another fairy. And then we're going to go Ganon's Castle looking for the 0-step and hopefully finding magic up there, too. Which I hate, but I gotta do it because I don't have an option, really. I don't need the bombs anymore, though. Grab the fairy. I don't need to take an intentional death when I can just make the run. And then I have a bow. I don't have a bow yet. Oh no. I hope I'm not bow locked. Oh, that's gonna be really crappy if I'm bow locked. Ha 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 ha. Game 3 was nuts, wasn't it, Mayra? I did good. I did so good in Game 3. I'm so happy with myself. I said it on stream. Like, I didn't actually say it for anyone to hear, but I said it to myself. This is my seed. 220. This is my seed. I forgot that I said to use my audio because of Floosh. I never say to use my audio because my audio, because my internet sucks. I never say use my audio because my internet sucks. And then we took a break, and it came back, and I'm like, I was just excited. I was so psyched. I've said this 100 times over. Like, I'm having massive imposter syndrome. I don't feel like I deserve to be this far in the tournament, and to be making semis feels like unreal to me. Okay, you know what? If it wants to do this, we're going to teach Kyrie because I can. Ledge grab, side hop all the way to the right, right turn, back up as far as you can go. You need 1 step to the right, like that. So you want 1 foot off, 1 foot on. C-stick up, 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 3 times. You want to be able to see just you want to barely be able to see the right side of the block, and you want to turn just barely to the right like this. Like, I mean, just slightly to the right. And then hold left as the jump happens. Shieldless. I took out your defeater. I took out Inko for you, PK. You asked me to. No, it's really not hard. And it's full shieldless. As long as you can just do a quick right turn without a shield, it's really not hard. I'm going to be bow locked here, aren't I? Excuse me. You want to actually... There you go. I will confirm that he did. He's like, you have to take Inko out for me. Because, like, it was Inko versus Cola, and regardless of who won that match, there was a hit. Jax was very unhappy about losing to Cola in groups. And, Jax didn't ask me to, so allow me to rephrase, it wasn't a hit put out. Yep. That one is super easy. Jax has got a different way of doing it that requires a shield. Oh yeah, no, it's super easy. A lot of the ones I do, honestly, once you're used to them, they really aren't hard. They aren't these convoluted, stupid things that some people here would make you believe they are. Zine. Yeah. The way that I've seen a lot is when you get yourself lined up, you like side hop and then power crouch stab at the left angle, and it sets you up the distance and everything you need. And then you just go for the jump. That's cool. I really ought to just go for Ardent Rupees, because honestly, doing Volvagia on 4 hearts is rough as hell. I can, but god do I not like it. Yeah, side hop out. It's not hard with a shield, but again, I've done so many stupid setups without shields that I take pride in them. Not what I wanted. I'm not gonna make it. Shoot. I'm not gonna be able to make that. Because I know I can do that. I've done it before on 4 hearts. It's just rough. What I honestly ought to do is just play Prelude and go do Ganon's really quick. Makes the most sense. But what I'm going to do first is grab the song here. Because I did not think to grab this song here. Yeah, no, honestly, like, boot up a seed and give it a try sometime. It's really easy. You do the ledge grab, pull yourself up, go all the way to the left, do a right turn, and then make sure you're backed up all the way against the wall. And the only weird part about it is C sticking up 3 times, and it's because doing it in quick succession is going to adjust your camera very slightly. That's actually really good to get there. Because you do need to see the side of the block. If you can't see the side of the block, you're never going to get the jump right. And doing the 1, 2, 3 quick hits. I gave you the name, PK. I put it in chat. Did you not see it? There. It's in your DMs in Discord now. I'm really hoping, and I mean beyond hoping, hope that Season 2 actually comes out. It got picked up, like, the rights got bought by Studio Bones, if I remember correctly. And there's talks that Season 2 is going to be worked on. Just nothing concrete yet, and I'm, like, sitting here chomping at the bit hoping it actually goes through. Admittedly, following up the very last 30 seconds of Season 1 is going to be rough, because the last 30 seconds of Season 1, like, wrecked it, unfortunately. So I'm trying a different route for this here. Because normally I just go straight ahead, grab this one, come around and grab this one, then grab this is the 4th. Yeah. Like, there's some of them I'm happy are still getting seasons, which is cool. There are other ones that I'm like, you don't need more seasons. I need more seasons of mine. Why are you getting more seasons when I'm not? It's not fair. I don't have Bomb Choose, but I know it's not going to be there because Bomb Bag Path. I think I finally got one that Ranu will watch. Again, we're going to... I might not be online at all tomorrow. I'm going to give everyone the heads up. I might not be online at all tomorrow. Ranu and I are just having a good day together, and I'm hoping that they're going to watch Spy X Family, because that's like right up Ranu's alley. Oh no, I know what you mean. I hate how some of them are just getting dropped. There are ones that should be getting dropped that are just getting more. I'm like, why? Why? This doesn't need more. Drop this and keep the good ones going. There's the 0-step courage. I knew it was going to be here. No game, no life. Correct. PK. I should go digging for magic while I'm here, but I think I know where I'm going to look for magic before anything else. Watch. It is exceptionally good. Just fantastically good and worth watching. And if it gets a second season, like, yeah. Spy X Family looks really good. Like, honestly, it really does look good. Where am I going right now? Like, I'm literally just kind of sitting here spinning my wheels a little bit. Like, I don't know where to go exactly. Because I need to go farm rupees, and that's what I ought to be doing. Considering, like I said, I know every path at this point. I guess we're just gonna go farm the rupees and just do the responsible thing. Farm rupees, go up fire. And if it's not on Volvagia and I'm actually bow locked, I'm gonna be, like, furious. No, I know what the hints are. All 8 of them are there. Storms locked Rudos in bottom of the well. So it's Storms, ZL, Rudos. Bombs, Hovers, Hammer. Nocturne, Dins, 8. Magic's Wanderer. Oh no, I have a bunch of Wanderers. I have DMC Wanderer, I have DMT Wanderer. I've got a bunch of random Wanderers. I've got a ZL unlocks a Wanderer's wallet. I've got DMT Wanderer, which was the wallet. I've got DMC Wanderer, which was the hook shot. You know, I've got Wanderers for days. You know what? This is where we're going to farm it. Right here. We're going to use Nath's farming spot. Why? Because it works. Because it's quick. And I need 200 freaking rupees for this stupid thing. There was also a Market Wanderer. I just recalled there was a Market Wanderer. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's no way I would have done Richard in this seed. And I haven't found anything, so I guess it's going to be either Big Pose or Child Shooting. So I might pop back and do Child Shooting immediately after getting done with Fire. I mean, you're watching. I think the action is speaking for itself. Yeah. Yeah, I think the action speaks for itself. Yes. So the DMC Wanderer was the hook shot. The DMT Wanderer was the wallet. I need this one. Poke. Yeah, no, like, I have the whole thing solved. I've got all the paths solved. I've got everything solved. It's just a matter of it's Wander or Magic, and I already know where I'm going looking. Like, there's only one place to look for Wander or Magic in this seed. And it's not painfully obvious, but it should be. I'm going to be going GTG for Wanderer Magic. Essentially, my theory on trying to find Wanderer Magic is you want to pick an area that's got a lot of checks and isn't naturally magic locked by almost any stretch. There are so few far in between seeds where GTG is hard locked by magic because you've got Wanderer access for the most part. Either Longshot or Epona is going to be accessible without magic almost every single time. So if you're ever... Because the thing is, if you go anywhere that even has a chance of being magic locked, then you're setting yourself up to potentially be like, oh, wow, in reality, this was actually all magic locked in the end. I'm not about to do that, because that's dumb. So, like, my first... Like, if I'm ever Casino Magic, and I haven't gone there, GTG is always going to be my first thought for Wanderer Magic. 100%. See, the Market Wanderer... Well, we're going to do Market Wanderer first, because right now the only thing I'm missing is magic, really. At the very least, the Market Wanderer will tell me where to look, potentially. Because if I find a long shot there, then it's GTG. The Wanderer Magic the Seed expects is GTG. That's fine, I'm good with that. I like that idea. For all I know, I'm just going to find magic there. This needs to be a key. If this isn't a key, I just immediately save, quit, and run my way out to GTG hoping for a Wanderer bow as well. And that's what sucks, like, I'm gonna go do GTG without a bow when, like, ugh, I hate that. I hate it. Oh, thank God it's a key. Thank God it's a key. Alright, but, what I was saying way earlier, this has been like 15-20 minutes, I've digressed off this now, is, and now I lost my train of thought again. Wow, nice job, brain. Nice job, brain. Because it was before the magic discussion, anything like that. When it comes to breaking down the logic and everything like that, I'm always going to sit here and try and run it through, so if you ever want to just talk about seeds, I love just generating spoiler logs and reading through them. I don't do the sim as much, and I really ought to do it more, because I understand the sim is like this amazingly, fantastically powerful tool for getting used to the logic of seeds, but it's not that it's unintuitive to use, it's that I don't get any time frame on it. And right now, I'm at the point where I don't need to solve seeds anymore, I need to get faster at it. And it doesn't really give me a time frame of reference to know if I'm getting faster or not, because there's just so much that goes into it. What I would love to see, and I understand that this is like the most immense amount of legwork possible, and I understand that realistically to do it for free, so there's an actual sim out there. You can plug a spoiler log into it, and it'll let you essentially quote-unquote play the seed without playing the seed. You just tell it what checks you want to do, and it tells you what items you get. You tell it what hints you want to do, and it tells you what hints are. And you just keep telling it, well, I want to go to this area and do this check. This area, click, 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 click. Yeah. Alk uses it a lot. Alkaline. Neil uses it a lot, too. Those are the two people that I see talking. Like, Neil talks about it all the time in TFB general. Like, I ran it through the sim, and this was gross. I did it on the sim. Neil doesn't play as much as Neil sims a lot. Neil is like my trademark definition of a lab monkey, which is not that is not derogatory or anything like that. Anyone who's from speedrunning communities, lab monkey is someone who does a lot of their like work offline, never shows, and then all of a sudden shows up and just wrecks times. He's my like trademark look of what because I never see him running ever, and yet he puts up these sims and like, wow, I solved this. I'm like, dude, what the hell? That was so complicated. And he understands, like, at a very deep level what some of the logic does in, like, a crazy way that I can't wrap my head around sometimes. Which I think is amazingly cool. I wish I got to see Neil run more, but, like, I literally can't think of a time I've seen Neil run a seed. So all he's doing is theory work, which, dude, I'd love to sit down and talk with. There's that. You know, after this is all said and done, I can hit you up on Discord DMs, and I can see if I can find, because I'm going to have to dig through the TFB general to find the, to find that old thing. Oh, I was going to go do, child shooting. I don't have time of day, and I don't have Sunsong. Never mind, I'm not going to do child shooting first. But I'll see if I can find the link to the sim, or I can just ask Neil/Alkaline for it. And I'll shoot that over to you. Like I said, it just lets you generate up seeds and then plug them in. And I understand how useful that tool is. It, like, just for learning how the seed's going to break down some of the crazy, weird logic, it's super useful. Like, my first game against Velvet, if I had done, like, 1,000 sims, I probably wouldn't have lost the first game against Velvet. But that's, like, I would have had to do a couple thousand sims to get to the point where I realized, oh, one-step Iron Boots, Water Temple locks Requiem, maybe it's not Water Temple, maybe I'm looking at all of my Spirit Temple access being Iron Boot locked. Because that... I don't know if you saw that game, Kyrie, but my game 1 against Velvet was Zora's River, Path to Wisdom, 1 step. Go to Zora's River. It can't be frogs, because that'd be Song of Storms plus whatever item it gave me, so I know it's not that. And the only item in River was Iron Boots. I'm like, oh, so it's Iron Boots, Wanderer Hookshot, and it's Water Temple. And then I full cleared Water Temple and got nothing. And I got very, very deeply confused and hurt. Because I'm like, wait, what? What do you mean there's nothing in Water Temple? It's 1-step Iron Boots. Turns out, Water Temple was Forest Med, Temple of Time was Requiem, and Lens was Toilet. So the game didn't care how you got to Spirit Temple. But either way you looked at it, you needed the Iron Boots to either clear Water Temple or get the Lens out of Toilet. A part of me died that day. I lost that seed by 2 seconds. 2 out of 3, and I lost by 2 seconds. I will never forget that seed. I will never forget 1-step Iron Boots, and it was the, not the Compass chest, but the Rolling Boulders chest at the bottom of Adult Spirit. Right side, early Adult Spirit. I got the piece, and seriously had to question my entire life for about 5 seconds. Like, that's a... What? Oh, accidental ISG. Like, and the worst part was, I sat there and questioned my life for about 5 seconds and then lost by 2 seconds. Really didn't feel good afterwards that I had to question my life's existence. Yup. We had to retime it. That was dumb. I haven't had a retime before. And to get a retime then was like, oh. Broke. I'm broke. I know I'm broke. It's okay, I'm broke. I'm just gonna go up here. I'm gonna go in here. Just really quick, gonna get quick. Quick like a bunny. Quick like a bunny, all for the money. The worst part was it really upset Dastar and Baseball because we didn't even get the same piece for our second piece. Like, I got the Spirit piece first and got 4 second. And Velvet got the 4th piece first because the 4th piece was pretty well telegraphed. And then just face checked the Spirit piece second, which makes sense. There was no way we were getting the 3rd one. The 3rd one was like 11 steps, but you needed BK and OOT, and it was hard required. and it was BK for Requiem, if I remember. It was either OOT or BK for Requiem, and then the other one was Nocturne, and it was hard required. This is why we go GTG, by the way. It was literally, like, unequivocally hard required because the mirror shield was sitting on the arch above Spirit Temple, and Robo was required. So it was one of those, like, oh, I can just circumvent it. Get out to Desert Colossus and see the mirror shield sitting on the arch. Oh, I can't dodge it. Crap. And you start with Light Med. So it was literally clear 6 dungeons for an 11 step. Wasn't happening. Just gonna say right now, it wasn't happening. Like, that's one of those things, like, every single time I see 11 steps, I get a little nervous. Not, like, super nervous, not, like, amazingly scared, but, like, I get a little nervous when I see 11 steps, because I've seen what 11 steps can do, and some of the time it's just gross. Like, 11 steps is enough to really ruin your day. That's also part of the reason why I've started pushing early pieces so hard. Like, 14 minutes, like, I want my first piece in the first 20 minutes if it's possible. I really want to have my first piece within that first 20 minutes if that's actually realistically viable. Because there's so many seeds that look, oh, it's only 8 steps, that's completely doable. You saw Nath and Doc Heap's game, 3, 7, 8, and neither of them could finish. Admittedly, I'm mad that Doc didn't go up for Spirit BK chest. It was completely viable that that was the piece. And he got the mirror shield chest and then dipped. I'm like, Doc, no, Spirit BK, it's always Spirit BK. It is always Spirit BK. Please just go for Spirit BK. Didn't go for Spirit BK. Would have won the seed if he had. Like, it is always Spirit BK. It is always Falling Ceiling. Like, I don't know why Randobot just has this, like, absolute ridiculous, can't let it go, needs to put items in the worst possible place. Like, Spirit BK and Falling Ceiling are in every seed that ends up going in those dungeons. If I'm in Spirit, I'm going for BK every time. If I'm in Forest, I'm always going to plan for Falling Ceiling. That's magic. Cool, I made the right call. Damn it, it's a bowlock bow. I mean, can't be right all the time. But I mean, 2 bows at GTG is actually kind of huge. You'll find I do that a lot. I like calling items, and I have a freaky high success rate at getting it right. Like, you would think, oh, you call it 100,000 times, of course you're going to get it right a couple. No, I get it right more than a couple. If Reap were here, he would concur on that. He would not happily concur, but he would tell you that I love calling pieces. I remember. I'll be fully honest, I can, like, 100% outside of everything, I didn't remember at all. I just happened to go up that way and like, oh, well, I guess I should do Big Ron while I'm here because I've got the claim check. I did not remember where I got the claim check. I honestly 100% wrote off that strength as the path item. And by the way, dig through the spoiler log. What up, Dastar? I've got 2 pieces. I'm on the 8th step and I'm looking for Wanderer Magic. I have everything. I have everything except for this stupid Wanderer Magic. I'm pretty sure I know where it is. But I have to actually just go do it, and it's going to be Child Shooting Gallery. That's been happening a lot lately, not just to you. From what I understand, it's just been happening a lot. I've got a few other people that I talk to that, I mean, just never get messages. And I'm among that list too. I just randomly, it won't go off at all. I think for me personally, it's because it's logged into two places at once on my phone and on my computer. Feels like it. By the way, I will say this right now, Dastar. I'm super happy that I didn't have to deal with your seed, because this is like the ultimate anti-hollow seed. I hate it. It's so infuriating. This seed is so anti-hollow. Path Lost Woods, Path Graveyard, Path Lake Hylia. I hate it. Like, everything about this seed I hate, because those are all areas that I'm just like, whoop, not doing that, never doing that. Oh, by the way, Path Bomb Bag at Lake Hylia. I mean, you say that, but then I had the seed that Ela rolled me, which was hot garbage, and I don't know how I pulled it off. 50 seconds. 50 freaking seconds. Path Requiem for Boomerang, not actually Requiem locked, but because Requiem locked Dins and... so all 5 keys available in Spirit. You could have either gone Child and gotten Dins out of Child Spirit, or gone up Child Spirit and lit the torches in the 3-torch room to get the Boomerang. So Boomerang, like, logically, it was locked, but, like, we all know it wasn't actually locked. Okay, so this Market Wander, I'm really hoping it's just going to be Child Shooting Gallery right here. I've literally passed through 3 times with no time of day for Child Shooting, which sucks. I've already done Bomb 2 Bowling. I've already done Richard. So it's either here, or I'm going to go digging for opponents because it's on Big Pose. Can I say I hate that? I'm gonna go with I hate that. Okay, so my Wanderer Magic is either in Spirit or it's in GTG Heavy Block. I hate that. I even said it was gonna be there, is the worst part. I even said it was gonna be there. That is the worst freaking part of it. Oh, gosh. I'm wrong. I literally have no leads on this Wanderer Magic anymore, and I hate it. I'm wrong. That strength was to climb Fire Temple. That was strength 1. It chose to get the Sphere 0 strength, which, do not mistake, I completely understand. That was the strength to climb fire. It didn't get the one out of Dodongo's Cavern. Frick! It didn't get the one out of Dodongo's Cavern. That wasn't strength 2. I hate Wanderer Magic so much. Gah. Bane of my Triforce Blitz experience is Wanderer Magic. And I've got all 8 steps. I know every step. I know it's Wanderer Magic. There's literally not even a joke or a way to say anything. Oh yeah, no. I can't wait. If you want to send it to me right now, I'm not going to check it until I'm done. I promise I'm not going to cheapen my experience of running this Seed of Hell that you rolled by checking it before the time. Awesome. And I will live react it, and I will clip and send you the VOD. I don't care. I try to be entertaining. I mean, you either gotta be really good or really funny, and I obviously can't lean into the first one unless I'm talking Blitz, which apparently I'm still gonna say, massive imposter syndrome. I do not deserve to be in the semifinals of Blitz. I don't care what y'all say. I have luck sacked it the whole way. I mean, that is a valid way to win, so I'm gonna take it. But this has been straight up luck sack the whole freaking way to the semifinals. Not saying you're wrong. Like, to put it in a much better way, I feel like I've earned 1 win per match. I feel like I earned that game 3. I absolutely demolished and earned that game 3. But the thing is, like, I don't feel like I earned game 1 against Floosh whatsoever. I feel like I got lucky and beat him by 50 seconds. Which, that is rando, I get it. But I'm not... I don't like luck. I play card games, I play everything like that, and I understand, but the whole point of those games is to minimize luck in the long run. And winning by something that feels lucky just feels cheap to me. Oh, Kyrie, you're gonna get a laugh out of this. The last seed, the 3rd seed, Path Bomb Bag in... Kokiri Forest, the other 2 bomb bags were both of those 2 mirror checks down there. Both of those 2 mirror checks were bomb bags in the seed earlier. The 3rd one. I just walked off the edge because I'm dumb. I have also taught myself how to count cards, and there's a reason I don't go to casinos, because I have a problem. Okay, just go for the hover boot run. Don't eat yourself again, please. But yeah, both of the mirror checks right there, both of the adult climb mirror checks were bomb bags in the 3rd seed with the Path Bomb Bag. And I thought that was just hilarious. Randobot really does have a sense of humor, and anyone who says it doesn't has not run Randobot seeds ever. You haven't, Ranu. Do you know why? Because I know I have a problem. Oh my gosh. Really? Oh, no. I want to. I choose not to let myself, Ranu. I'm not dumb. I understand how much money I could lose. I understand how, like... We are not teetering on the brink of financial collapse by any stretch. But I could make that happen, and I don't want that. Like, 0% of me wants that to happen, so I don't. The reason I feel bad about my performance, and the reason I feel so bad, yeah, right, Mono Sneaks Restraint, is because of things like that, Dastar. Like, talking to Floosh about game 1. Like, he full cleared Shadow, he full cleared Jabu. I did not touch either of them. Like, he full cleared so much stuff that just, it wasn't correct. And the seed was kind of telegraphing Shadow, but it wasn't. I don't... Like, it just kind of was. It was weak, but still. But, like, I just... When I go back and I look at how other people play seeds, I understand I skip a lot. I understand I do a lot of stuff stupid, and I just miss so much stuff because I don't need it. But just the sheer level of things that other people are able to clear while I'm like, I didn't clear half what you did, and I only beat you by, like, 2 minutes. I'm winning. And that's what's going to matter in the end. But what has me scared is that, like, I'm gonna... Don't mistake, this sounds like first world problem. Okay, this is total first world problem. I get it. Please just skip past that part, okay? I'm scared that I'm actually gonna win this tournament and everyone's gonna be like, oh, let's start pushing towards his style of play. And these people are just better players than I am. And if people play the way I do, but they're just better play, dude, I'm never gonna win again. That's that simple. If people play the way I do, I'm never gonna be able to beat Floosh if he plays like psycho fast like me. I get it. Like essentially, part of it's coming to the realization that I'm actually a monster in this, and it just, I don't have nearly the experience of like anyone else who's still in the tournament. I feel like my skill set is just vastly different, and it's taking me a lot to wrap my head around the fact that my skill set in Blitz is actually highly valuable. Yes.
Just want to know before I forget, Fessy does play as stupid as he does on Big Brother as he does in the challenge.
Oh, good. I had to know that fact.
You know how, like, he even says, he's like, I could be making the worst decision ever made in the game, or the best decision.
It's always the worst.
It's always the worst decision.
I know.
Always. He has pissed off legitimately the whole house.
Oh,
it's
good.
Great. He took Casey as a partner, because since he won his challenge, he took Casey, and Casey's like, I don't know if I'm the lowest target or the biggest target now, and now I have Fessy to deal with.
Huh.
And then his old partner just took him back. It was so funny. We need to know.
Thank you. It does. It goes into the meta of trying to play, like, reading your opponent's playstyle and then, like, leaning into or against it. Like, and I get it. I really do. Like, just talking to other people, like, talking to Nath. This was back when we were still pre-groups, when we were just getting ready for the async, I think, for the qualifier async. He was telling me that if he has to play me, he's going to have to completely change how he plays. Because he understands, like, I can just high roll a seed and demolish him, because he is more efficient than I am. And he's like, if I play you, I'm going to have to play differently. It's just that simple. I'm like, and that's a high compliment to me. It really is. But I'm scared that, like, I'm going to do really well, and I'm going to continue to do really well, and it's going to be more like, well, everyone starts shifting in the direction that I'm playing already. And at that point, it's like, I don't know how I beat people like Floosh, or Cola, or Sponge, or Ramond, if they're playing as well as they normally play. But it honestly, the best way to compare it in Ocarina of Time I can think of is it's like playing the exact same seed, but one person has CSMC where the other person doesn't. Like, that's legitimately how I look at Blitz, is I'm playing with, like, 2D CSMC, where everyone else is playing with just regular. Oh no, he plays non-TFB. He did RSL with us. Like, he plays a lot of other stuff. He was doing Multi-World. It was him, Pyra, and I don't remember who their third was for Multi-World. Me, I want to play everything. I want to play everything because I feel like every different mode gives me a different skill set.
The cookies are yours. Why would you get Chewy?
Sounds good. Because
Chewy cookies are no. What's wrong with you?
Because it was Reese's. I thought Chewy and PMP. Yeah.
Love you.
I know, and I'm trying to. And like I said, it's taking a lot to wrap my brain around the fact that the skill set that I bring to Blitz is so wildly different than the skill set anyone else uses, but that doesn't make it invalid. That doesn't make it bad. That doesn't make it wrong. And that doesn't make it that I don't deserve to be here, because I just bring something different to the table comparatively. I mean, we've all skipped Rufio before. I know I actually have. Like, that's actually not even a joke. I've skipped Rufio on accident once or twice. It happens. I understand. It sucks, and you feel really dumb after the fact. But, like... And the thing is, this feels weird to say. Like, I watched back the beginning of the Game 2 against Floosh, and like, and the whole reason I went back is because I was talking to Oak, and he said that Sadie said my execution looked better than Flush. I'm like, no, bull, garbage. I do not believe it. And I went back, I'm like, my opening is actually pretty immaculate most of the time. Like, I've done this opening so many times that, like, my CAC run, I'm walking through that gate at 1 minute, like, on the dot, every time I'm walking through the CAC gate into town. Oh no, my execution's worse. Like, 99 times out of 100, my execution's worse. But I went back and watched it, and I'm like, the opening execution, I have to give myself more credit than I do. My opening execution is actually pretty clean. And it's just because I've done it frickin' 100 times. He did, by roughly a minute. We were both in Water Temple. He chose to go for Dark Link right out the gate after getting 2 keys, and I chose not to because I went for BK chest first, and so it was a small key and didn't have any long shot path. By the way, long shot was also in Forest Temple, and I hate that fact. His execution is, and that's what it comes down to. But, like, if you watch the opening 5 minutes, like, he kind of, like, and it doesn't cost him a lot of time. So I'm not trying to say, like, oh, his execution's garbage, because it's not. Like, by any stretch, his execution's better than mine. But, like, the opening 5 minutes, it just feels like a little softer. Like, mine is really clean and crisp. And it, like, just him getting up to Rufio and everything felt a little off. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. That I actually don't feel bad about my opening when watching his. Overall, no, his execution's freaking disgustingly good. Like, I fell twice in Shadow. I mean, I'm never going to say I have better execution. I just don't. But I'm trying to say, not that I have better execution, but that I need to give myself more credit, that I'm not the potato I say I am. Like, that, I joke around a lot. I play like a potato. I play like a 2-week-old moldy potato. And I don't. I don't play like a 2-week-old moldy potato. I hate Denalphos so much. This is why I hate Shield, okay? Denalphos are part of the reason I hate Shield, okay? I'm awful at Denalphos with a shield on. I can't do power crouch stabs against them. I'm so used to getting the exact distancing for the jump slash to connect. I prefer doing so many fights without a shield. It's not funny. Okay? Denalphos is just another example of it. You know what else sounds like a you problem, Zine? Losing in groups sounds like a you problem, Zine. Where do I go even looking for a Wanderer Magic with 7 minutes left? Forest Temple? I already cleared fire. I don't need to go into fire. Not with my chat, I don't. No, God. I will be nice and polite and kind to everyone. I'm in customer service. I know how to put on a smile. But, like, my chat? Hell no. You are not safe from the roast. Okay? I'm a bartender. I gotta deal with drunk people. On the regular. Thankfully, I'm in a fairly nice area so no one gets, like, sloppy. But at the same time, like, they do not handle well. So, If you tell me right now that it's Zora's Domain child that has my magic, I'm reaching through this computer screen and we're gonna have a fight, okay? There's gonna be a fight. If it's seriously child Zora's Domain that has the freaking magic, I'm gonna fight. Because I'm so sick of losing to child Zora's Domain. Okay, we're not gonna fight. Good. Okay. At least I got the meme at the end. Cool. Oof, medical IT. Valley. I actually wouldn't be shocked if it's Valley Rocks. That was a scale in my match with Floosh, too. I never got that scale. I watched Floosh get it. I was like, oh, I did walk right over that, didn't I? I walked right over that, didn't I? With Path SFM. I walked right the Path SFM and Bomb Bag. I walked right the F over that, didn't I? Wow, I must look like I'm a lunatic. At least I'm putting out the proper vibes. God. Yeah. The worst part is both songs were actually Path. Both songs were actually Path, but I only cared about Power. Because Song of Time was on Child SFM, and it was for Right Side of Maze GTG for the hovers. Oh man, dude, like I said, I watched the restream. I understand what my niche is. I'm a psychopath, okay? I play like a psycho. Like PK, in particular. I've never seen you in Bottom of the Well. Holy crap, you do route like a psycho. Yes, I do. Okay, I understand this. And to be fair, in my full defense, I didn't know the bomb bag was Path, and I was routing ZL lock checks. Like, fully in my defense, I didn't know bomb bag was Path. I didn't assume bomb bag Path. By the way, bomb bag Path in both seeds in the exact same chest. If y'all didn't notice that, shame on you. Both Game 2 and Game 3 had bomb bag Path in the exact same chest. Both of them had two big chests sitting right there when you walk into Mido's. Bottom one in the first seed was a Bomb Chew. Bottom one in the second seed was a K-Sword. And then top one in both seeds was the Bomb Bag Path. I understand if this exact check is magic and it is exactly Gibdo's. I still have a chance of finishing. And I also know that hover boots are not for Fire Temple, because Din's was just bow locked. Even if it's here, like, here's somehow bad, somehow worse, somehow lesser. Gosh. Gosh, how rude. The dedication to not menu swap nuts is very strong right here. I'm not menu swapping to nuts because I don't have the time for that right now. Would you actually do the peek, you idiot? Okay, that does it. Okay, we'll check the spoiler log now. I have less than a minute left. I'm dead. I've lost. I'm so glad that wasn't my seed. Holy crap, I'm so glad that wasn't my seed. Thank you so much for, like, missing the alarms. Oh my god, you're kidding. They're both memes. GV crate, Gruta Valley. Not surprised. Put this shit the fuck away. Put this shit the fuck away. No! No! Hold on, Dastar. You need to see this, okay? You haven't seen this before. I need to get into my server and download this and send this over to you really quick. Because I don't think you understand. I got really mad one day. I got really mad one day, okay? I need you to understand just how angry I got one day. This was in the middle of a Season 5 race, and I got really angry. And decided to wipe my tracker. Because I was Hammer from Go, and you can guess where the hammer was. I have a very special relationship with the Gorons, especially Darunia, okay? So, fuck that. Okay, that's not too deep. I even said this was an anti-hollow seed. Hey, everyone, I said this was an anti-hollow seed. This is just proof it was anti-hollow, okay? Full-blown anti-hollow seed. Where was Saria's? Like, how deep was I gonna have to go to get Saria's to get that one? Oh yeah, no, I know. I know that very well. Velvet and I have talked a good bit. Where was... I was gonna have to get Forest Med off Baronet. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Forest Med off Baronade for that? Yeah, yeah. Forest Med off Baronade for Saria's off from Temple of Time. No, that was not the one I was ever gonna get. That was legitimately never... Yeah, no, I would have had to go into Light Trial for the Boomerang. Where was the third strength? Child shooting. Zora's Domain. Zora's Domain Torch Run was strength 3. Excuse me while I kindly flip the table. Just... Yep, I had that one. Got that one super early. Well, not super, but got that one early. Queen Goma's Heart had another bomb bag. Because I know the bomb bag was Path. And Water Temple Central Pillar. Queen Goma's Heart and Water Temple Central Pillar were the other two bomb bags. Wow. K-Sword was Jabu Jabu Belly Compass. That was never happening. Cool. I got the fishing bomb bag. It's the only one I was gonna get. When Spirit Temple Mirror Shield, Spirit Temple, topmost chest of Spirit Temple was the Iron Boots. I was never getting into frickin' Water Temple to get that. Sure. Central Pit. What the fuck? So Water Temple, yeah. Yeah, no, I foolish Jabu was supposed to be the standard, I thought. That was always supposed to be foolish, right? Right? Like, come on. Oh, I didn't miss anything about the well. Good. Oh, Jax was going to fight me. Jax wanted to fight me so bad during that second seed. Jax wanted to fight me so bad in Seed 3.